God says, this is a divine alert straight from the heavenly realms. The clock is ticking and the window is narrowing. Archangel Michael has been dispatched on an urgent mission concerning a letter that holds the power to change your destiny. A powerful energy has been stirred in the spiritual world, and it's headed directly toward you. There is a sacred envelope, charged with truth, ready to land in your physical hands. This is not a coincidence, it is a direct move orchestrated by heaven itself. For too long, secrets have been kept from you. Hidden wealth, legacy, and powerful blessings have been locked away, guarded by silence and shadows. But now, the veil is lifting, and what was meant for you can no longer be withheld. The letter coming your way carries more than just words, it carries a shift in your entire bloodline's fortune. Archangel Michael is standing watch over its delivery, clearing every obstacle that has tried to block it. The sender will shock you, because they are not who you expected. Type Amen if you're ready to receive what's rightfully yours. There is urgency in the spirit. Time is folding in on itself, and you have only 2 hours to spiritually align with this release. What happens in this short divine window will have lifelong effects. This letter was written long ago but delayed by forces of jealousy, fear, and confusion. People who claim to love you tried to stop this from ever reaching your door. But they cannot stop a heavenly assignment when God has commanded it forward. God says, your time of lack and waiting is over. You will not have to beg for what has your name spiritually engraved into it. Archangel Michael has already unsheathed his sword and silenced those who whispered doubt behind closed doors. The air around you is beginning to shift. A vibration is rising that will disrupt the stillness of your day. When the moment strikes, the news inside that letter will leave you breathless and blessed. Type I'm ready to claim what the enemy tried to bury. Someone you never expected has signed this letter with love and sorrow. They knew they owed you the truth, and they couldn't leave this earth until they made it right. Their spirit has cried out from the other side to release the blessing into your hands. You may have felt strange chills lately, as if someone was trying to reach you. That was them. Their soul has been nudging the divine realm to get your attention before time runs out. This inheritance is more than money, it's access. It's a spiritual key that will unlock gates that have been shut for generations. You are the chosen vessel to carry what your ancestors could not. Your hands are being prepared to receive what was stolen. Your heart is being calibrated to hold what others couldn't protect. What is written inside this letter will redeem years of confusion and unlock a tidal wave of restoration. Type 333 to step into the blessing that's knocking on your door. As the angels gather around you, a portal is opening above your head. Bright light is forming around your household, sealing your name in the heavens. There is no more delay, this is divine release in real time. The person who sent the letter was watched by divine forces as they wrote each word. They wept, prayed, they knew this truth would break your heart, but also set your soul free. Archangel Michael has been walking with you through your disappointments. He's seen your frustration when blessings passed others and skipped you. He was never ignoring you, he was gathering divine proof of what you were owed. You weren't forgotten, you were being set up for a bigger unveiling. What's inside this letter will speak louder than any lie that was ever told about you. It's a holy vindication, and the ink on the paper carries divine DNA. Type, "I receive," if you feel the letter is already near. God says, the chains of silence are breaking. The truths that were buried are now being resurrected. The person who tried to keep this from you has no more power. Heaven revoked their access. Your name has been called out in spiritual courts. Angels are reading aloud your legacy and rights. This message will not be intercepted or lost again. Every delay you suffered is about to make sense. The inheritance is arriving at the exact moment your heart is ready to handle it. You will not be overwhelmed, you will rise. The person who sent it had secrets that weighed them down. But before their soul could rest, they released the truth into the letter. What's coming will bring peace to both sides of the veil. Type, "Unlock it now," to break every delay assigned to your name. You've carried burdens that were never yours. You've fought battles you didn't understand. But now, the reason for the struggle is about to be revealed. Your destiny was too powerful for the enemy to ignore. That's why the letter was held back. That's why spiritual warfare intensified around your life this year. But Archangel Michael is standing guard now. The letter has been released from hidden hands. It is flying through the physical and spiritual realms, headed to you with no more detours. There will be trembling when you read it. The paper may shake in your hands. But don't be afraid. What's written is a love offering from heaven to your soul. Type, "Yes, Lord," if you're ready to read what was meant only for you. You are not reading this by chance. There is no coincidence in this moment. Divine intelligence has orchestrated your awareness at the exact hour of release. The next 2 hours will determine your future flow. Stay alert. Stay spiritually open. The letter may arrive through a message, a phone call, a document, or a physical envelope. You will know it's the one because your spirit will recognize the weight of it. Archangel Michael will whisper confirmation into your ears. This is not just a change in your life, it is a generational shift. A transfer of spiritual power, wealth, and healing. What was once locked in vaults of silence is now being delivered. Type, "Seal it," to keep the angels near as you wait. This moment was pre-written before you were born. Your tears have watered the soil where this miracle now blooms. This isn't just a letter, it's a resurrection. Archangel Michael is removing names that tried to replace yours. He is restoring the original plan heaven had for you. The blessing was rerouted but not removed. Your enemies will be silenced by your sudden rise. The letter will prove what you always knew deep down: you were chosen, not forgotten. Loved, not overlooked. God says, now is the moment to believe in sudden miracles. What's coming is real, and it's for you. It's going to remove doubt, shame, and fear in one divine swoop. Type, "My time has come," to activate what heaven has released. Every delay was part of the setup. Every tear paved the way. Every sleepless night was counted and measured. Archangel Michael did not let this pass you by. He fought to make sure the sender's message reached your hands. The one who sent it may be gone, but their spirit rejoices knowing it will finally reach you. Get ready. The air will shift. You may feel lightheaded, or hear something calling you to the door or your phone. Obey that feeling. That's your confirmation. The message you've waited your whole life for is ready to be opened. Type "I believe" if you feel the shift in your spirit right now. You are standing at the gateway of something divine. This inheritance holds more than you can imagine. This is not just material, it's emotional, spiritual, and ancestral. What's coming will break generational curses. It will rewrite the story for your bloodline. What was taken is being returned with interest. Don't second-guess what's happening. Trust the divine signs. Archangel Michael is closer than ever, and the next 2 hours are crucial. This letter is about legacy. It's about freedom. It's about the truth finally having its moment. Type "It is written" to finalize the delivery in the heavens. The angels are hovering. The message is circling, looking for your readiness. Say yes in your spirit, and all delays will dissolve. This is the hour of exposure. The mask is falling off the one who kept this hidden. The truth is louder now than the lie ever was. You are not alone in this moment. All of heaven is standing in witness. What was once impossible is now en route. Get your heart ready. Get your home ready. The letter is not a maybe, it's a holy appointment. Type "Amen" one last time if you know this message was sent for you. God says, the gates of heaven are opening for a final release. What has been locked away from you is now breaking free. Archangel Michael is sounding the alarm, time is running out, and your name is on something powerful. The heavens have stirred in response to what was written about you long ago. An ancient promise, folded and sealed, is now being delivered into the physical realm. This is not just mail, this is divine justice flying toward you with speed. There is a letter on its way that will shock you to your core. The inheritance it contains has been kept silent by hands that never had the right to hold it. The truth inside has waited too long, but now it demands to be read. The sound of wings surrounds your atmosphere now. A spiritual dispatch has been launched in your direction. You're being watched by angelic forces who are making sure this delivery is not intercepted again. Type "Amen" if you know something heavy is about to be handed to you. The time on the spiritual clock is running down. What you do in this moment will shape the next decade of your life. A decision has already been made in the heavens, you are meant to receive this. The inheritance was not forgotten. It was protected. But now it must be revealed before another second is lost. This message will confront you with names and truths that were buried. It will stir your spirit and make your heart race. But Archangel Michael is standing guard beside you, sword drawn, making sure fear does not stop you from opening what's yours. They tried to hide it with lies. They tried to confuse the path so you'd never look in the right place. But your spirit has awakened at the right moment, because this is the moment of restoration. Type 333 if you feel the urgency of this divine moment. Someone you never expected signed this letter in secret. Their words were soaked in truth and sealed with emotion. They knew you would eventually find your way to it. They weren't able to say everything while they were alive. But now their words are racing toward you with power. Their spirit has pleaded with the heavens for you to finally read the truth. Your name has been called in places you've never walked. Your face has been spoken in rooms you didn't know existed. But now you're being brought into the inheritance that was whispered long before you were born. This is your unveiling. This is your rise. This is what the delays were all about. Type, "It's mine," if you know something hidden is about to reach your hands. The letter will come quickly. It may arrive in a moment that feels normal, but your spirit will immediately recognize the shift. This is not paperwork, this is prophecy. Archangel Michael has cleared the final obstacle. The last spiritual blockade is being removed. Nothing can stop this now, except your disbelief. Don't shrink back. Don't dismiss the signs around you. Everything is aligning with divine speed. You've cried for answers in silence. You've questioned why others rise while you are still climbing. But what's coming will end every question and bring clarity so bright it stuns you. Type, "Send it now," to release what's hovering near you. The letter may come through digital form, a knock on the door, or a whisper in your heart. Be alert. Don't ignore even the smallest tug from the Spirit. This moment was pre-written before time began. The sender of this inheritance couldn't move forward until it was passed to you. This is not only about money, it's about power, healing, and freedom. Your enemies will not believe what happens next. Those who mocked your patience will fall silent. The inheritance will speak louder than any lie spoken against your name. They said you'd never rise, they said you missed your moment. But heaven always had the final word. Type, "Breakthrough," if you believe this letter will shift your entire life. You are standing at the spiritual doorstep of your next chapter. What's coming is no longer a delay. The angels are in motion, the signature is confirmed, and the seal is being broken. The letter was hidden in plain sight. But your eyes weren't ready until now. Now, your vision has cleared, and your hands have been washed clean to receive. There is something sacred written inside this inheritance. A name, a story, a hidden truth. It will not just bless you, it will unlock a new legacy. The moment it touches your hands, you'll know. A heat will rise. A lightness will fill your chest. Type, "I'm ready to receive," to let the angel finish the assignment. God says, what has been whispered in the dark is being shouted in the light. There are things about your lineage that even you do not know. But this letter, this inheritance, will tell you who you really are. You were never ordinary. You were marked for a different kind of journey. That's why the road was longer and the nights were harder. But now, heaven is shortening the distance. Archangel Michael is speeding up the delivery. The code is activated and the release is irreversible. Your inheritance includes redemption, restoration, and resources. Everything that was lost, stolen, or delayed is being returned with divine interest. And it all starts with opening the letter. Type, "Unlock it now," to declare full access to what is already yours. There is no more time to wait. The moment is holy. The messenger is near. Look around, do you feel the pressure changing? Do you feel that sudden stillness in your space? That's not imagination, it's confirmation. The letter was delayed for a reason. There were battles you had to win before you could read it. There were wounds you had to heal before you could hold it. But now you're ready. And the letter knows it. Type, seal my name, to anchor this blessing into your life. This is the message your soul has longed to hear. The silence is being shattered by truth. What once seemed lost is now found. Archangel Michael has removed every shadow that tried to cover your legacy. He is standing beside the letter, waiting for your spirit to say yes. Once you do, nothing will stop it. This isn't just about inheritance, it's about truth. The kind of truth that sets a family free. The kind of truth that restores generations of lost blessing. When you open it, the tears will come. Let them. That's healing leaving your body. Type, it's happening now, if you feel the power of this prophetic moment. You will not miss this. You will not be bypassed. What's coming is targeted, time-stamped, and yours. The person who wrote it had to fight to get it through. They had to wrestle through guilt and regret. But they made sure it reached heaven first before being released to earth. This inheritance is multi-layered. It carries land, legacy, and love. The kind of blessing that changes everything. No more delay. No more confusion, no more wondering. Type, divine delivery, to meet your moment in full faith. The angels are moving fast now. Their wings are stirring the air. Archangel Michael is signaling your release has been recorded. Expect the unexpected. Watch for divine interruptions. The message might not look how you imagined, but it will feel exactly right. This is your hour. This is your confirmation. This is your final warning, do not ignore the signs. God says, the wait is over. The door is opening. The truth is entering your life like a tidal wave. Type Amen one final time if you believe this is already in motion. God says, there is no more time to waste. A window is opening that will never appear like this again. What has been hidden in silence is coming into the light for your eyes only. The inheritance written in your name is no longer tied up. The delays, blockages, and confusion that once surrounded it have been removed. Archangel Michael is standing at the gate with the message in hand. Heaven has sounded an alert. Your name is being spoken by angels. Something sacred is shifting, and you're at the center of it. This isn't ordinary news. This is destiny shaking. A legacy is surfacing with your spirit marked as its receiver. Type Amen to confirm that you're aligned with this divine message. The letter was held for this exact moment. The timing has always been divine, but now the urgency is undeniable. Time is running thin. A spiritual clock is ticking over your household. What was hidden by those who thought you would never rise is about to explode into view. Their secrecy cannot contain your prophecy any longer. The message in this letter will stop your breath. It contains not just wealth but wisdom, not just power but positioning. The sender knew you would need this now. It was written before the betrayal. It was signed before the silence. It was sealed before the sorrow ever reached you. Type 333 if you believe this is your appointed time of inheritance. The heavens have hovered long enough. Now, they move. Now, they act. The spiritual battleground around your name is clearing. The inheritance must be passed, not only because it belongs to you, but because it carries an assignment. There are territories tied to this inheritance, and your hands must hold the deed. Archangel Michael has dispatched angels to make sure no one intercepts it this time. Not a soul can block what is flying your way. The letter is spiritual, physical, emotional, and real. You will not need to beg. You will not need to plead. You only need to receive. Type "Send it now" to claim your rightful inheritance this hour. Someone in your bloodline tried to stop it. Someone tried to claim it as their own. But the signature does not lie, and the truth is awakening. A vault is opening in the supernatural. The scrolls of your family's legacy are being reviewed. What was yours, what was delayed, what was nearly stolen is being restored. You will be stunned at who sent it. Someone who you never thought carried this truth. Someone who crossed over still thinking of you. They asked heaven to deliver it when you were ready. They asked angels to guard it until your faith reached maturity. That time is now. Type "I believe it's mine" if you can feel the shift in your spirit. This letter carries something more than words. It carries finality. It carries judgment. Those who deceived, manipulated, and operated in darkness around your life are about to be exposed. The message will unearth all they tried to cover. It will destroy every lie. Your inheritance was never lost. It was waiting. It was being preserved under divine seal. The message is closer than you know. It could be on a desk, in a drawer, in the mail, or in a dream. But it's real and it's moving. Type "Unlock it all" if you want full access with nothing missing. You don't need to chase what is already chasing you. The sender marked the envelope with purpose. Archangel Michael saw to it that no force could erase your name. You were born for this breakthrough. Every hardship was preparation. Every setback was setup. The person who hid the truth can no longer hold it. They are being pressured by spiritual fire. They will either confess or collapse. You will receive. You will know. You will rise. Type "Heaven hears me" if you know your moment has come. God says, your inheritance is not a myth. It's not an illusion. It's tangible, traceable, and timed. The letter will shock even you. You may tremble when you open it. But the fear will pass, and the victory will rise. Your ancestors are cheering. Your angels are surrounding. Your enemies are trembling. This is the message that ends the cycle. This is the letter that changes your family line forever. Type "I accept the shift" if you're ready to move into divine alignment. It was all worth it. Every tear. Every storm. Every delay. Because what you're about to receive will do more than compensate. It will elevate you beyond the past and plant you in power. It will correct what was corrupted. This is not a coincidence. The moment you're reading this is divine. The alignment is perfect. Open your hands. Open your heart. The letter is near. Type "Seal it with light" if you want angels to deliver it without interruption. There is something written in the margins of that letter. Words that hold supernatural truth. It will break chains off your identity. You were never meant to live in lack. You were always chosen. But the world tried to rewrite your name in shame. No more. The inheritance is proof of who you are. It will settle every argument. Someone passed on but didn't forget you. Someone transitioned but made sure their final act was to set you free. Type divine order to step into what was promised to you long ago. The transfer is active. The angels are guarding it. Archangel Michael is speaking your name. The enemy is in panic. The air around your situation is breaking. Light is cracking through every spiritual wall. You are not late. You are not lost. You are chosen. You are being called to receive what others tried to